I wasn't guessing, I was synced. Didn't gamble, I just think. You saw my noise, I mapped the beat. You saw stillness, I felt heat. I didn't rush, didn't pray. I just moved when time said play. You thought I was early, I was right on time. You blinked, I crossed the line. Now you scramble to find the signs, but I walked this like it was mine. You market charts, I watched seasons. You chase calls, I found reasons. Your doubt was never pressure, it just confirmed my measure. You called it luck, I called it return. You lit a match, I let it burn. Now the flame's high and the fog is gone, but I was already moving on. You thought I was early, but this was the plan. I didn't shout, I just ran. And when it broke, you finally saw. I never guessed, I just saw farther than you thought.
What is up, Shroot? How's it going? Still testing this out. I'm trying to figure out if I should use overlays or not. I'm actually gonna have to pull this up on my phone. What is up, Shroot? How's it going? Still testing this. One sec. Might just remove these for now.
Years from now, you'll barely remember this night. All these hours, all this stress, all this caffeine will blur together into one vague memory of working a lot or trying to make it happen. You'll just remember you did it, or you didn't. That's all at stakes. 4 years from now, this won't matter, or it'll be.
Futures market's open in 10 minutes, so... Oh, actually, they just opened. What the heck? So...
Let's just see what happens. You won't remember the exact moment you wanted to quit, or the specific day you pushed through. Just that you kept showing up, or you didn't. All these little decisions that feel huge right now will just be I worked hard or I gave up. Nothing in between. So what do you want?
See if Bitcoin can break this level of resistance, close this CME gap up at like 80k plus, 82k. And if it can, then it's probably bullish here. Litecoin probably will break higher here. We're gonna open on a weekly 9 on LTC ETH and LTC BTC. So I think there's a good chance we'll start moving up this week. Let some people come in here. Just hanging out for now. I think the volatility expansion to the upside, if it happens here, could be pretty extreme. This is at 4.61. It's never gotten here except for the period 2016 to early 2017 on the daily time frame. So there's just such low liquidity down here in both directions, really, that I think when if price can break higher, I don't think there's much resistance to like $77.
city, cold night, I'm so pretty. Blue lights in the distance, my mind in a million pieces. Black nights under a moon.
Hey, what's up, Chewy? Not much. We're just testing out this new stream environment. I'll switch back and forth between the apartment and full screen. So actually, for now, I'll switch it. Wait, is this? Yeah. I need one more monitor because right now it's a little tricky. Litecoin price is beautiful pain. Yeah, I know. It's been so rough. I mean, it's just been... I can't believe there's this little demand. How price is sitting here at its most discounted point ever relative to network activity. Like, this is what's crazy to me. Like, Litecoin was basically trading at this price in 2019. The network activity has grown like over 10x from then. And price is still down here. That's what's crazy to me. It's just very difficult right now for everyone, especially the Litecoin people. I mean, if you look at, go to a new tab. If you look at Litecoin interest, it's just so low. Even the Litecoin Foundation with this type of title, ecstatic. 600 views, Litecoin 67 views. This guy used to get 5K views per video. He's at 500 right now. So there's just such little interest, and this guy has 31 views. Yeah. It's just kind of crazy. This channel has 10,000 subscribers, and they put the Litecoin Foundation guy on here, and it got 170 views. It's crazy to me. Somehow the XRP YouTubers are still get so many views. This is how crazy this market is. Yeah, I know. It's just crazy that the speculative market can get this disconnected from the only way in my head that you get such a mispriced market relative to the future is if the understanding of, well, the understanding in monetary markets is pretty low. And then you have a technical layer on top of it, which is confusing to people. And then you have a whole slew of casino salesmen pumping various tokens, and there's like so many. The public's just confused. And for some reason, Litecoin is a Bitcoin chain with literally more demand than any other proof of work chain by a factor of 10x. Somehow has like the worst social layer. Like it's almost like a laughing joke, and Bitcoin's like this deemed world reserve asset, and the difference between the two is really nothing in terms of value prop, and only like not even 2x really in terms of total real economic transactions. Bitcoin's doing like 400K. I mean, half of these are like ordinals inscriptions. So that is what is insane to me. Your friends keep telling you you're wasting time with Litecoin. You should jump ship to XRP. I mean, everyone's gonna tell you that, right? There's like almost nobody that like if you asked 100 people that knew something about crypto, not really knew, but had participated, they're most likely gonna tell you that. But really, it's just Bitcoin happening again. It's Bitcoin at early 2017, late 2016 levels of adoption. It's literally the only thing growing. I would tell them, like, what do they think XRP is? Because it looks like a credit layer token that has questionable future demand potential and an extremely high price. That's what's frustrating about crypto too, is it's so momentum based and hype based that you can get these people that think they're geniuses by buying something expensive just because other people decided to buy it at an even more expensive price. That's what happened with Bitcoin. That's what happened with like literally every cryptocurrency. But yeah, I think everyone buying XRP or some token that has a long-term fundamental value much lower is going to get wrecked eventually. It's like everyone that bought meme coins. Yeah, they did it well for a while and laughed at everyone else. That's the same way I see Bitcoin and a lot of these other popular tokens, just on a much larger time scale. Like Bitcoin on a 15-year time period did a lot of the same things meme coins are doing. And it will find its natural price eventually. Thinking about how Doge affects Litecoin price. Well, I don't know. Most all the cryptocurrencies are driven by hype. It shouldn't matter too much in the long run. The dominant chain for monetary demand should remain so in price too. But I think, like, yeah, when Doge pumped massively, it wasn't good for Litecoin speculative interest. And there are a lot of miners that mine both, so a lot of people are selling Litecoin for Dogecoin for quite a while after Dogecoin pumped. But I just see speculative demand is limited, right? There's a limited amount of speculative capital, and there's just so many coins out there because when everything was going up in crypto, it incentivized people to produce more supply. It's like you can create your own token for free, or you go buy someone else's token. And most people wanted to print their own money as long as the hype kept pushing all prices higher. But we've run into like oversaturation, and so the market needs to weed out all the stuff that has no value long term. And it's taken so long. But I think Litecoin's finally in a good position here against at least a lot of the 2021 winners. I mean, it pulled back a little bit against Doge, but Doge has this X money hype. So if you discount that news, I think it will head higher here and follow this fractal. I'm going to switch back to the apartment environment. I should, Shan, what do you think of this overlay? Should I, let me switch back real quick. I'm adding, I think I'm going to add different animations so the loop is more natural. And then adding the audio visual stuff, and then the different camera angles, camera movement. Then we'll be good. What's up to Flanders? It is a threat to Bitcoin. I'm going to put out some videos here. You're on your conspiracy box of why Litecoin price can be suppressed. I think it's just in a negative social feedback loop. There's just not much demand. And I think it's a threat to Bitcoin. What's up, George? Yeah, it might be a threat to Ethereum. It might suck liquidity out of everything else. I mean, it's just crazy because it's at such a low relative price in terms of market cap against everything else that it doesn't take much money to move it. And then there are a lot of, like, it should be priced much higher. It has a long-term total addressable market much higher than ETH anyways. Equivalent to Bitcoin, or potentially higher if it leads in network effects. So yeah, once momentum starts, I think it's going to be hard to stop, because last time Litecoin really rallied was 2017. And that point in time, it was not a threat at all to Bitcoin. Bitcoin was at a much lower price, and Litecoin's network effects were just not there. They were building, but practically non-existent. So yeah, we're just in a much different place. Microphone sounds great, thanks. Did the 0-day attack hurt Litecoin? I think the market will forget pretty fast. I think it already pretty much already forgot that. I mean, Litecoin network activity went down a little bit. I think people made too big a deal out of an experimental thing, right? People were warned to not put too many coins in MWeb because it's new. But like, I don't know, Litecoin transactions basically went sideways. I don't think it deterred people from using Litecoin. Most people are just using the main chain anyways. I mean, look at MWeb transaction data, and it's like hardly anyone's using this. It didn't even stop. It didn't even prevent people from using it. MWeb balance has been coming down for a while, but I don't know. I think it's better to happen now than when it's if it grows, right? Yeah, I don't know why you'd... Yeah. I'd rather buy something that's cheap than expensive. People tend to not like to do that in financial markets. They love doing it in... you know, normal markets, things they buy day to day. They look for cheap prices. I'm skipping this. I think this will be a lot cooler once I have the full build done and I can change camera angles. I'll set up my mocap suits so it's not just a static animation. It's actually just me in this chair. Actually, I probably should test out the mocap in here. I might do that later. Yeah, the Litecoin chart on the screen is real time. But I don't know how well you guys can see it. I think it's a little blurry. The bewildered herd, yeah, for sure. Coin Bureau has an article. Oh yeah, I know. They keep reposting that Charlie Lee thing about how he briefly said he wished he didn't create Litecoin, kind of as a joke, but they all ran with it. It's just so funny. Let's look at Bitcoin here for a sec. I'll switch back to the full screen. So it created a bit of a gap and now it's closing it. I mean, it's close to breaking up here, right? It might push through. And if it does, I mean, this can accelerate pretty fast back to 100K. Bitcoin dominance. I feel like it's just an ETH Bitcoin chart. I was looking at the long-term LTC ETH chart, and this is just like one of the most insane charts here. It looks like you had an inverted clear 5-wave move up straight to the 1618. I think we're gonna undo that whole move. If you take this as large inverse head and shoulder with pretty symmetrical in terms of time. This is 175 days between right shoulder and head. This was about 175 days head and right shoulder before it went vertical. 160 days here. Pretty symmetrical here. And now we have a near perfect symmetry if we can put in a right shoulder here. About 91 days. About 100. It's pretty similar. So if we can start rallying here, plus we're on a TD9 with a lot of bullish CMF divergence. Well, on that, this isn't the actual LTC ETH pair. This is. It's so close. This choppy price action is weird. It's kind of like here. A 9 on the 4 hour. Maybe this is it. We could start to rally right here, guys. Finally get the vertical move. I'm ready. Nobody's paying attention. Hey Chris, thanks for the $5. I appreciate that. When Litecoin becomes a threat to Bitcoin, do you think there will be coordinated and targeted attacks against Litecoin by the Bitcoin guys? Yeah. I think there will be coordinated attacks against any person promoting it as well. So like hypothetically, if the stream got network effects and was the place that it's trying to be, there's going to be I feel like they'll resort to personal attacks and try to delegitimize it, attack everyone involved, right? Because there's so much large money trying to promote Bitcoin as the only thing out there, the only serious asset. So yeah, I'm preparing for that. I actually built a whole film, like a 70-minute film, and that's kind of the moral of the story. I'll show you guys part of it because nobody's here right now. Is it even here? I can't see it from here. But I'll just tell you. Yeah, I've been preparing for that type of attack. I wanted this film to start in the apartment. I still have to make the opening scene. But yeah, I expect
Let me handle this.
I expect people to attack Litecoin.
Guys, there's a whole army down there. I don't know what's happening.
Litecoin is a shitcoin!
Yeah.
Have fun staying poor!
Alright, I'll just show you guys part of it. But I have this pretty cool...
On a public company. Bitcoin is digital capital. Bitcoin is perfected monetary energy. Bitcoin is perfected monetary energy.
You turned a network into a sermon. You turned a trade into a religion.
Every corporation will hold it. Every nation will race.
I was gonna use Sailor for this, but
best.
I don't want to get in trouble.
And they cheer because numbers go up.
It only goes up.
They'll call me crazy. They'll say I missed it.
This is 12, 13 million a coin territory. Bitcoin is the apex asset.
They'll say I'm jealous.
I should create a
They'll
trailer
say
for
I'm
this.
doing it for attention.
It monetizes all energy. It absorbs all value. Everything else is noise.
That's sales.
The entire world will be repriced through Bitcoin. Companies will buy it. Governments will buy it.
hypnosis.
Every balance sheet will bend
not
to this.
conviction.
You do not fight gravity. You align with it.
All right, you're just gonna watch it if the moment aligns. But I feel like this is what will happen.
What's that on that screen?
Bitcoin is the only digital asset that is.
Eventually, just show them
We've already won.
start leaving.
Where are you going? Bitcoin is the solution to the store of value problem. This is pathetic. Bitcoin is the solution to the store of value problem. Violation. Terms of service, copyright, something, and shut it down.
Yes, the Litecoin stream. Find out who this kid is. SEC needs to investigate. Market manipulation, fraud, something.
Cult of, yeah, it's just a meme.
Or make one up.
Show you guys this scene.
Ballpark, 10x, 100x.
100 times? Honey, did you hear that?
I heard numbers pulled from thin air.
I didn't put in 1,000 at 100x. That's wait, that can't be right. That's $100,000.
Yo, can you send me like a buy guide or something?
Should we do it now?
Should we still buy? No.
All right, guys, you're probably tired of that, but I might make a trailer for it. And yeah, I do expect. Look, people attack the Bitcoiners attack literally everything. If XRP is pumping, right, Jack Mallers is posting all about it, posting videos, live streaming to all his followers about how it's a scam. I think XRP is a credit layer network, but it's just funny how they will attack anything or any person that will threaten the Bitcoin dominance. And it's inevitable at some point if Litecoin demand increases enough. Because right now it's at like, I don't know, 20% of settlement, real settlement demand. If it moves to 50%, while Bitcoin, Bitcoin's at like 98, 99% market cap dominance. But if eventually Litecoin passes Bitcoin and in settlement demand and the trend flips, like it's going to be very hard to unflip it, right? There's so much money you need to convince to keep pushing BTC higher, and you don't need to convince that many people to push Litecoin on a relative basis higher than Bitcoin. It's so illiquid. And if demand is increasing on the monetary side, that helps push price higher. And once the trend like flips hard, yeah, good luck like trying to stop it. It's different than like a Zcash pump or a meme pump if it coincides with rising network demand, right? With LitVM stuff, if that gets popular, plus Bitcoin fees keep increasing on another rally, Litecoin is positioned to pass BTC on the monetary side at least. But like none of these other things are really threats. They're like pumping up rotation type things. We've never seen in Bitcoin's history anything credibly threaten it. But this can, even though, me saying this to anyone else outside this Litecoin community would laugh like extremely hard at what I'm saying. But watch what happens when price does move. Like it will go from laughing to like dismissal to then trying to fight it in it, like literally attacking everyone around it. And then eventually capitulation, right? Then buying it. And I think that's partly what will drive Litecoin higher is the money that's in Bitcoin rotating. Because the story catches up to price. I'm alive, yeah. I've been alive. I mean, I've been here. I've just been grinding in the dark trying to build something that takes a lot more hours than people realize. I'm building for a moment that may or may not come, but if it does, my thought process was like a desktop stream is not going to be able to hold attention. It might work within a niche crypto community, but people need like a space. It needs an environment to really hold attention in the mania that I've been imagining for years. So I've been here. But while attention is super low, I know if I just like it's much easier for me to just be live like this. This is not hard at all mentally. Really, I enjoy it. But yeah, I've been building stuff all day, every day for like the last couple years. Got 1K subs, yeah. Next, we just need like one viral moment, one breakout discovery moment, because I've noticed that's how almost every creator that's risen has achieved success. It's just like, even a lot of the new live streamers like Aisha Speed and all of them, they have like one viral TikTok. People come in and then they're able to retain the audience, the successful ones. That's what we need. That's what we need for Litecoin, and I think, for this stream, I do think I can explain this pretty well to new people in a way that is competent, makes sense, and can be convincing. It's just nobody's going to listen until price moves. Until then, you're just a crazy retard on the internet, or that's what I look like. Never laughed like Charlie. Yes, MK. How you doing? It's been a while. What's up? I hate CCP. Hop on the ICP train. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, didn't that launch in like 2020? I've had a focus on the monetary side of things, and I've been here since like 2016. So, like even back then, I thought it was going to be very hard for any monies to achieve network effects. I thought a Bitcoin substitute would eventually, and now Litecoin's here, so I've waited like a decade. So it's hard to convince me because, one, I have this bias towards permissionless markets actually mattering to a larger group of people over the next decade. And of the permissionless monetary networks, mainly on the proof of work side, or only on the proof of work side, I've watched this like daily forever, and there's just nothing that has any network effects. Even the privacy chains, realistically, haven't moved in a decade. The price has moved, but out of all the proof of work chains, there's been like nothing that's actually grown in demand outside of the second Bitcoin. There's no chain that has consistently moved higher in 10 years. We've had narratives recycling back and forth forever. Yeah, back then Coinbase was Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. I actually back then didn't think I thought Bitcoin would do extremely well, and then in 2021 I got rid of all my Bitcoin because I thought there was like no way it would grow on the fundamental side, and it didn't. But I'm surprised at how much money Saylor has pumped into Bitcoin and how kind of crazy, like extreme it's gotten. That's what's most surprising to me. Yeah, we should tell people Litecoin is Bitcoin that you spend. This space is so hard because it's like politics. I mean, people are just trying to sell you whatever narrative pays them. And it will seem like I'm doing the same thing, but I'm really not. I think we can change the narrative. I want someone serious, like an institutional type, to read my book. And I want people to attack it and try to critique it. Honestly, if Chris is still in here, you were asking about attacks, and I think if Litecoin does rally and we do get the spotlight for a minute, and this narrative that I've pre-written into the book and this project does get repeated, it's going to be it's going to be really hard for them not to look stupid. Because they'll resort to ad hominem attacks. I mean, anything against Litecoin right now is just look at the price, right? Like, look at the ratio. So what else? I don't know really what defends maximalism upon a price reversal. And that might be why the language has gotten so extreme. Let me turn this up a little bit. The pocket on my sleeve looks hard to reach. Yeah. Have you ever seen a sweatshirt with a tricep bicep pocket like that? I want to make a video explaining the apartment and touring around it later tonight. I need some help promoting this. Once we get some positive price action, and once I'm fully done. I couldn't handle the attention right now if it came, but in like a week or two, I can. Why does my clock say 11:40? You gotta stay here to find out. I don't want to explain it yet, but there's a specific reason. It's also in the film that I made. It's a recurring theme. I'll explain it in time, but I want people to eventually figure it out. I do have a way to switch this to daytime, but my original idea was just to keep it always 11:40 p.m. What are those books? Most of the artifacts are notes. Like all the notes on the desk are from From my actual book. My book is on the opposite side of the desk. I'm just playing this inside the... I can show it if I restart the editor, but right now I can't adjust it. But the book on the top is Man, Economy, and the State. Man, Economy, and State. They're all economics textbooks. But I put like 300 artifacts into this apartment that people can discover. I have a lot of camera angles, but I just don't have the final build yet. So this is just like an incomplete test run for now. Yeah, I can toggle the rain off. I will turn the rain and lightning off. For now, it's a bit incomplete, but you guys will see. I just felt like I should see who's actually here, run a few streams. Master, what did you post? Oh yeah, and if you guys like any of the songs, I had some people ask. I put them all on Spotify and Apple Music. Partially, the reason why I was making so much of this should make sense now. I was building it all for this environment, because if I just had the same thing repeating over and over again, it would get boring very fast. So I have it's like a month of non-recurring stuff. But yeah, help me out. Go follow me on Spotify. Music's always good. Thank you. I don't know what's popular right now. I just made music that I like listening to. And it varies by emotional register. I have rage playlists, overnight stuff, 2 a.m. music. I have a bunch of monologues too. I'll start playing them once I
built this for me first.
I explain the whole project through these. If anyone, I don't know if anyone will pay attention, but if they do.
Before I thought about who might watch. Before I thought about validation. I built it. Because I needed a place to think out loud. I needed the loops to see if the idea would hold over time.
I have a lot of anti-maximalist stuff in here
The blue apartment
from various angles and personas.
I needed all of it for me. And that's why it works.
I honestly forgot. There's so much that I forgot. A lot of what
Not fair,
I created.
but I can't help it. I've been carrying this alone for so long.
Try doing some country stuff. I can try. I don't know what good country music sounds like because I never really listened to it much.
You're right. Just once.
But if you have ideas, you can just DM me.
I need that once.
It's like examples
Before I
of
can let go of needing.
songs that people like. Or I guess I could look at popular
That
stuff.
makes sense. Probably not. It's 3 a.m.
Popular country music.
and I'm still here. Still trying to explain something I saw years ago that nobody else saw.
Song about Jesus.
Makes me right or just.
I don't know what I'd say because
But either way, I need you to see it like I need air, like I need to sleep. I can't until someone else sees what I'm seeing.
All right, let's change. What type of music do you guys like to listen to? What are you feeling right now? Japanese Shinto? I like a lot of like 80s. Oops.
To break us to
I
destroy
like a lot of the 80s synthwave stuff.
what we built. Protect your mind. The pyramid of borrowed conviction. Stayed. Two lines I have crossed. So where did it go wrong? I wish I knew. I can't.
Progressive trance? Yeah, that would be cool. I have all the Litecoin themed stuff still.
Maybe love and loss are the same thing. Maybe love and loss are the same
Bitcoin breakout here.
kind of shade that suits you. I made it just to match you. I keep it in my suitcase. Back in the fall, the kind of season we like. Our blue's a perfect moonlight. I know you see it my way. And all my best things happen in blue. And all my worst things happen in June.
Do you guys think I should put the chat inside the as an overlay? I feel like I don't want to make it too cluttered because it kind of takes away from the environment. Yeah, May seems like it should be them. It has to be, right? Bitcoin just needs to break higher here. Once, if this area of resistance can break, we should get a nice move. At least Litecoin doesn't look like Digibyte. Or Sui. This is what we need from Litecoin. We need this type of volatility expansion. Because we're kind of like this, right? This is Zcash over ADA. Versus Litecoin. We just need this vertical expansion. This went way above the prior highs. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Once I have the mocap, well, I have it. I could go put on the mocap and test it. Then it'll actually map my actual arm movements and body, face. BTC breaks 80k, hits 100k in June, I'll follow. Yeah, I think Litecoin can get to new, even though it's so far away, I think it can get there pretty fast. I think it's going to take less money than it ever has before to push it there. Just need demand. I have to set up my new router, so I'd have to shut down the stream. I'm gonna test it later tonight. So I will. Test it in a sec, master. Maybe in an hour or so. All right, see ya, Deflanders. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Why do you guys think, how do you think Lo-Fi Girl sustains their like 13k viewership? It's just a 2D loop that's like 20 seconds long.
This is white paper in my heart, but my mind still calls it fiction.
What is Lo-Fi Girl? It's this girl study. It's like the study ambient background music, but it consistently has 12,000, 13,000, sometimes 15,000 viewers 24/7. I need a now playing tab. And once I have a better like animated loop, right now it's kind of like 6 different animations stitched together. But if it can feel like I'm actually here 24/7, so I'll have the mocap on during the day, but overnight, like pen tapping, writing, looking around, standing up, moving around in the chair. If I can get all of that, plus the audio visual stuff, plus slight motion with the camera around the environment, I think it will feel alive. Right now it feels kind of medium alive. You can pay me back in Litecoin. Add bathroom. That'd be hard. I'd have to add a whole nother room. That would be cool though. That would be a meme. Add a bathroom with a view and just put the character with his phone open and show the chart. Just sitting, taking a for like hours. Alright guys, what should I do? Should I go work on something?
They said not your keys, not your coins. then they cheered for BlackRock. They said decentralize everything, then they censored everyone who asked questions. You said it was freedom, said it was truth. Now you're on stage with suits in a booth, begging the banks to validate worth. ETF dreams while you sell out the earth. Max is slide, now the block fees climb 200, some mood, some money, crime. You said we changed the world, make it free, but now it's a gold bar.
I had bathroom tip to flush. That's actually a really smart idea. Stay here, build momentum. But I feel like, oh, there's just like a final sprint to do. I just realized this isn't alive enough, and with an audio visualizer and a better animation loop, it's done forever. I can run it infinitely. But I'll stay here for a bit. I was gonna make a video because the moon is out there. It's kind of cool. I should change. I have another camera angle that shows it, but I'm gonna have the character start in the apartment and go to the moon for this video. Where's the song at? I'll just play it from my... One sec, I'll play it from here. What the heck?
The whole team on my back, 'cause I have to, 'cause I want to. So hold the fuck on.
Whoops.
Don't you let go. I'm gonna put the whole team on my back, 'cause I have to, 'cause I want to. So hold the fuck on.
Yo, what's up, Eric?
Don't you let go.
It's been a while. Glad to see you here. Going to moon, yeah. Hey, Rob. We're barely holding on right now. I'm almost dead. Rob, what do you think of this? What do you think of this stream setup? Eric, I'm doing all right. Probably similar to everyone else. Litecoin's closing in 100 days at this range. Yeah, I know. It's been brutal. I mean, this is the lowest. Rob, it's like the lowest volatility on the daily, 2-day time frame and 3-day time frame that we've like lowest daily volatility we've seen almost ever, even back here. It's at 10. Even in 2016, it was higher than this, right? This is crazy. Look at this. And look at 3-day time frame. Yeah, Litecoin was $4 forever. But this has been, you know, much longer. Yeah, I think it's more than 100x this time.
The first lie was the easiest to sell. They said, 21 million coins. That's all you need to know. But scarcity means nothing if belief leaks faster than it fills. And every buyer that doesn't use it is just a future seller waiting in line.
They told me fixed supply means number go up. As if math was a religion, as if price was a prophecy written in code. But price is no profit, it's a mirror of fear and greed. And every coin they clutch is a future sale waiting to break the spell. The higher it climbs, the heavier it gets. Every bag is a weight, every profit a temptation. Go up, the early ones cheer, but every cheer is a whisper saying, I can't wait to sell to someone who believes this harder than me. It's not adoption, it's a relay race of fear. The real use case isn't even understood, just bags waiting to be unloaded. If everyone's holding for number go up, then everyone's a future seller. And
and the market becomes a loaded spring waiting for the first hand to fold.
Fixed supply fixes nothing. Scarcity isn't destiny. Without demand, there's no price. Without courage, there's no network.
They sold you scarcity. They forgot to tell you it was worthless without reason. They said they'd never sell. Said it with hashtags and hallelujahs. But the truth, everyone's loyal until the number's high enough. Everyone not demanding Bitcoin for resistance is a future seller, and that's 99%, even the loudest ones.
Conviction is just a price away. You think they'll hold? Wait till they see retirement. Wait till the boat's on the dock and the car keys shine like exit signs. They called it diamond hands, but every diamond has a crack. Every tweet has a trigger, every wallet a plan, everyone's a future seller. You just don't know their number. You trust the chorus, but the choir's
early ones, they're not here for you. They're here for the bit above yours. Stack, sats, smile, lie, they'll dump on you with a thank you note. They wear conviction like a costume, change it when the price fits. Somewhere, someone's counting how many exits the faith has. You think they're here forever, but most of these people aren't here to resist the state's monetary monopoly. They're too scared to do that, just marketing lies to the next greater fool. And if that fool is you, congrats, you're part of the liquidity. says hold. The market says sell. The chart just waits for who breaks first.
They say it's being adopted, but adoption means monetization. And almost nobody is using it. They just hold and hope that someone else will use it first. And most who own it don't even understand why they need it.
The dream, but never logged in. Wall is full, but the blockchain's quiet. They preach revolution from brokerage apps, quote Satoshi while obeying every law Bitcoin was meant to ignore. They call it freedom, but it's fenced in FOMO. No movement, no noise, just watch us.
Speculation is not adoption. Watching is not using. Conviction is not contribution. The truth, biggest bubble in human history. All of these people will eventually disappear.
I've seen more movement in a vending machine than on the chain. No trades, no burn, just cold wallets and hot takes. They sell the brand, but never the product. They cheer the price, but ignore the mission. They say, store value, but store nothing real.
Bitcoin was meant to move, meant to be a threat, meant to be used when nothing else would work. Now it just sits, waiting to be sold like an unlit match in a locked drawer.
Speculation is not adoption.
Speculation is not adoption. Not adoption. Not adoption.
Speculation is not adoption.
Speculation is not adoption. If no one touches the chain, there is no chain. Just an unsecured database of forgotten believers. You didn't join a revolution. You joined a price feed. And when the feed dies, what's left?
Thought they'd let you in. You thought the banks would help you replace them. You thought the state would scale your freedom while it printed your future into dust. Bitcoin was never meant to be polite. It was a crowbar for the system, not a partner to the fraud. But now they beg for ETFs, cheer the institutions, forgetting what this ever was. They want the state to bless it, as if freedom needs permission. But anything the state allows, it already owns. The state will not save you. Never did. It never will. It prints, it taxes, it watches, it waits. They cheered the suits, they wanted Wall Street's nod, but Bitcoin was for exiles, not executives. They They forgot the cypherpunks, forgot the dark markets, forgot that Satoshi disappeared for a reason. They made it palatable and killed its point. Freedom doesn't ask the Fed for onboarding rails. They'll tolerate it until they don't. Until the adoption leads to rejection of the dollar. When it becomes a threat, then the exits become real. And when that happens, remember gold. Remember 1933. The state will not save you. It will offer safety. Right before it cages you, it will praise the tech as it rewrites the rules. Don't beg for its help. Build without it. Move without it. Live like you never needed it. Bitcoin wasn't made to be loved. It was made to be feared. Now they don't fear it because you made it so. They think Bitcoin is inevitable, that math will keep them safe. But code can't fight subpoenas, and large centralized public miners don't resist. They'll aid the censorship. Bitcoin doesn't secure itself. People do, or it dies. Trust the algorithm, but forget the men behind the nodes. The silent ones, the builders, the breakers, the few. They think hash rate is a wall, but walls fall when no one's watching. No revolution survives on autopilot. Bitcoin doesn't secure itself. It needs risk, it needs resistance, it needs people willing to pay the price. Governments don't fear code, they fear conviction. But where is it now? You call it decentralized, but trust every update. You call it immutable, but you'll watch it bend for Wall Street. You call it permissionless, but will you actually use it if it's illegal? Because that's what permissionless actually means. Stop lobbying. What good is a sword? No one will swing. What good is a network that no one defends? You believed in code because it never lies, but it also never fights. And when they come to tax, to regulate, to own, the code won't stop them. Only you will, or no one will. Bitcoin doesn't secure itself. It is not trustless. It trusts you. And if you flinch, it fails. Digital fortress is just an idea, and ideas die when no one's left to carry them. They say network effect. They cheer the suits, the platforms, the price. But they forgot. Bitcoin wasn't built to scale like tech. It was built to escape. You chant adoption, but what are they adopting? A ticker symbol, a headline, a leash in gold. You copied Facebook's playbook and called it freedom, but Bitcoin's not a product, it's a protest. And protests don't scale through institutions. They break, they fork, they spread sideways. Me first, that's the only way truth survives capture. You copied the words but missed the meaning. Decentralized isn't a tagline, it's a constraint. And constraints don't scale like cloud servers. Bitcoin isn't Amazon, it isn't Apple. It breaks when scaled by corporate hands. It resists capture, that's the point. The network doesn't grow, it multiplies, and every copy makes the original harder to kill. But you cheered the suits, you begged for blessing. Now your revolution sponsored by the Fed. Yo, it's already happening, scaling sideways. A second dominant Bitcoin chain is emerging, but you're too busy clapping for ETFs, for sailor sermons, for boardrooms that mocked you until the price pumped. You begged the system to accept the virus, and now it wears a tie, and you call that progress. Yeah, they compared it to Google, to gold, to Amazon, but those were built and captured. Bitcoin wasn't. It doesn't scale like tech. It doesn't consolidate. It fragments. It escapes. And while you're distracted by buzzwords and press releases, the real Bitcoin already moved on. The network doesn't grow. It replicates. It tantalizes. It disappears from view. But you want invisibility, validation, and you got it from the very hands it was built to resist. You cheer your captors now. You celebrate the men Bitcoin was meant to make irrelevant. You didn't scale freedom. You sold it. They made him a saint, a suit who speaks in memes. But saints don't sell at the top, they don't file leverage plays. Yeah, he's not here for the truth. Yeah, he's here to cash out on your hope. He came in late when the risk was gone. MicroStrategy was a sinking ship. Bitcoin was the life raft. And you, you were the air in his lungs. You clapped for conviction, you quoted his threads. But he's playing Monopoly and you're holding the bag.
Michael Saylor is the exit liquidity. He bought the myth, then sold the sermon. You call it adoption,
Where'd he go? Wasn't he done? It died, bro. It's over. Wait.
I was buried, mocked, memed, forgotten. They said I was too slow, too old, too cheap to chase. But time moves different when your blocks still breathe. You didn't see me, didn't need me, but you will. Oh, you will. Ghost chain.
They said I was a clone, a copy without a crown. But I got the same bones, just no one wrote me down.
Still here, frightening. The ghosts they left is lightning. While they dance with smoke and hype, I kept my rhythm tight. Now they're whispering my name, but I already changed the game. You praise the chain with fees, but mock the one that frees. We move the same blocks, but I don't sell dreams. Same code, no cloud, same weight, less shout. You bow to the brand I built without.
Dead chain, huh?
Funny.
I'm still dancing.
Dead chain. Dead chain. Dead chain. Still swinging, still swinging. You missed the block, missed the block. Tick tock, tick tock. Dead chains, good, dead, dead, dead chains, good, dead, 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 dead chains, good, dead, 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 dead chains, dead, 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 dead chains, dead, 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 dead chains, dead, 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 dead. Don't need hype when you got up time. Dead chains, dead, 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 dead chains, dead, 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 dead chains, dead, 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 dead. 12 years, no sleep. Dead chains, dead, 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 dead chains, dead, 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 dead. You just tweet, left for dead, but I got rhythm. No devs, nah, no drama. You chase trends, I make time.
Call me a ghost, but I still move. Call me dead, but you just prove. Call me a ghost, but I still move. Call me dead, but you just prove. Call me a ghost, but I still
understood the beat, block by block, tick by tick. I haunt this chain, you made me sick, but now I'm live, and you're late. Block, 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 block. That chain just go, that chain just go, that chain is that chain is that chain is that chain is still alive, still here, still moving. This is the proof of groove.
No flash in the pan, we burn slow. No chart can tell you what we know. Every block, every beat, this is so on repeat. You can't fake this rhythm, can't bottle this light. We don't chase the moment, we move through the night. No need to prove, we got proof of groove. Flicker the chain, glow in the floor. Been through the dark, we're back for more. Not a flash with a fuse, ain't no hype, it's the muse. Can't fake soul, can't mute true. You can't chart this feeling, can't trade this love. We don't follow the trend, we are the groove. You can't fake this rhythm, can't bottle this light. We don't chase the moment, we move through the night. No need to prove, we got proof of groove. Proof of groove. Proof of groove. Proof of groove. Still alive, still moving. This is the proof of groove.
I've always liked Litecoin.
Yeah, I tweeted about it in 2017. It's basically Bitcoin, right? They called it ghost, said it was toast. Called it slow, a boomer's post. Now it's running, now it's hot. Funny how that memory rots. They said no devs, they said it's dead, but now they tweeting what we said. Screenshots gone, takes a raise. Now they want that silver taste. Gaslight, gatekeep, ghost chain glow. You can fake roots, but they still show. Flip flop fast when the price says go, but we been here, thought you should know. Gaslight, gatekeep, ghost chain burn. First they laugh, now they learn. Ghost chain still alive. Who's that knocking? We survive. Gaslight, gatekeep, move that goal. Saying OG like they played a role, but we remember every post. Keep the fake love far from close. You dance for views, so fake dreams. Chase the pumps, ignored the beams. Now the truth's too loud to miss, and you're pretending this was bliss. You like what coins? Since when, bro? You said like coins just for show. Now it moves and you repost like you sit in front row close. They get cupped it, then gaslit. Now the chain goes through their script. You don't hold, you just flip. We don't need you in the clip. Gaslight, gatekeep, ghost chain rise. We stayed low, now touch the skies. You missed out, now switch your stance. said Litecoin was underrated. It was obvious. Wait, what's my password again?
They said it couldn't happen. Now they don't know what they're seeing. Every chart I watch said truth. Not hopium, just deeper roots. While they chased the trending lies, I held the chain they never tried. Now the shift begins to show, and they all ask, how could this grow? They missed the math, ignored the spine. Now they're shocked it's flipping time. Is this real? No way it flips. Wait, is Litecoin back? This can't be it. Flipping everything that's not supposed to win. Flipping everything. This wasn't in the spin. Flipping everything. The chart must be broken, but I knew the moment the silence was golden. Golden, 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 golden. Their castles out of noise, while I stack coins, not shiny toys. They called it dead, they called me late, but missed the chain that mirrors fate. The second genesis, the code aligned. Same creator, same design. It always lived beneath their nose. Now disbelief is all they know. The second Bitcoin never left, it just didn't beg for spotlight breath. Now price obeys what time delayed, and they can't grasp what's underway. Flipping everything, but not by hype. Flipping everything, by function, by right. Flipping everything. The market forgot that truth doesn't care what bags you bought. Flipping everything. They never saw it, but it was always here.
Should've kept the keys. You let go too soon. Now go serve your games. Dance under the moon.
You check the price, then checked again. Too late now, they still hold you down.
You hit sell, thought you were slick. Caught a pump, but missed the kick. While it's still on chain untouched. While you scroll charts, feeling crushed. They haunt you, 20 coins back then, not worth enough to buy a Benz. But you needed rent, some shoes, a thrill.
And now that wallet's laughing still.
Ghost wallets, floating free. Held the line, unlike you. So fast, felt like the wind. Now you watch their value grin. Should've kept the keys, let it breathe. Saw that candle, took the bait. Should've known it was just fate. Now it's 5 years on the chain, and that wallet's still the same. You check the TX, still no move. Each unspent coin, a perfect groove. A silent flex, a quiet burn. A lesson you refuse to learn.
You hit sell,
They didn't.
you had doubt.
They had rhythm.
You chase now,
They waited.
who looks foolish now?
Ghost wallets,
Still alive,
holding tight while you survive. You let go, they stay calm. Now they're sipping Ghost Dom Perignon. Should've kept the keys, let it ride. Now you hear that haunting pride. They never sold. But you did. 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 They never
You feel that? That's it. The one we've been riding for years. It's moving.
Silver flash, straight and clean. Cut the noise, cut the meme. While they laughed, we held the line. Now this bullet's breaking time. One chain, no tricks, no smoke, just bricks. We don't talk, we just move. Feel the lift, feel the groove.
We ride in the silver bullet. Hold tight, don't pull it. Vertical, no ceiling. Whole squad, we feel it. We ride in the silver bullet. No brakes, just built it. Years deep, now thrilling. Look down, they still chilling.
You can see it in their face. Didn't think we'd win this race, but the chain don't lie, it runs. While they chase the latest ones, we were ghosting, we were cold, but this metal's solid gold. Now the sky's just in the way. Watch us flip the game today. Up only, we already paid. No shortcut, no upgrade, just silver flying clean. The quiet one became the dream.
We ride in the silver bullet. Say less, just pull it. Lifting off, can't fake this. You blink, we shape. We ride in the silver bullet. Moonbound, we knew it. Can't stop, too fluent. We live this, we do it. Hold tight. Look left. Whole crew still here. Silver bullet, real gear.
Chris, light it in.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. They sell you style with no roots. We build with rhythm and truth. Their culture's plastic, our callous hands and dusty boots. Not chasing fame, we laying frames. Foundations in the dirt where real ones rise and hollow trends get torn apart and burned. Backed by soul, not hype. Built on truth, not tight. Moving slow, but right. This actually is the future in our sight. Backed by soul, not hype. Built on truth, not tight. Moving slow, but right. This actually is the future in our sight. They call collapse a cycle, but this ain't nature, it's fraud. A system built on empty posts and GM sent by bots. But we don't need applause. We got code, we got cars. We the builders digging deep while they perform for empty guards. Fake don't last, noise fades fast, but soul outlives it. They market momentum. We live commitment, principle, rhythm, breath. That's the currency we hold. We don't follow charts, we write the scroll. Backed by soul, not hype. Built on truth, not tight. Moving slow, but right. This actually is the future in our sight. Backed by soul, not hype. Built on truth, not tight. Moving slow, but right. This is future in our sight. Backed by soul, not hype. Built on truth, not tight.
You had your chance.
Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
I held you, love. I waited. You built. I stayed. You sold. I watched you scroll. You said it's straight. You said I'm wrong. Now you're back, like nothing's gone. You had your chance. You had your shot. You changed your mind. I did not. You had your chance. You made your play. I stayed the course. your chance. You saw the signs, now you want it. After the climb, you had your chance. It's plain to see. You chose the noise, I chose belief.
You had your chance. Sorry, not sorry.
We don't forget. We just move forward. You had your chance.
Sorry, not sorry.
They said, Ghost Chain, mid, still alive. Nah, you just couldn't stand alone. Didn't trend, I must be dead. Didn't moon, I lost the thread. Y'all follow charts like prophets. I watched the prophet leave instead. Let the hype ride, let the bags fill. You were max confident, I was max still. Y'all have to fit in, didn't know I just felt right. Mock my pace, my name, my face, while I'm after the pain point price. Didn't need spotlight, didn't chase clout. Just waited till the noise got loud. Then pulled the power when the lights went out. I let them cook, then I cooked them. 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 Now they call it conviction, now they quote old tweets. But back when I whispered truth, they only heard defeat. So I said nothing, let the doubt bloom. Wait until they all agreed, then I cleared the room. Then I cleared the room.
Where'd he go? Wasn't he done? It died, bro. It's over. Wait.
I was buried, mocked, memed, forgotten. They said I was too slow, too old, too cheap to chase. But time moves different when your blocks still breathe. You didn't see me, didn't need me, but you will. Oh, you will. Ghost Chain.
They said I was a clone, a copy without a crown. But I got the same bones, just no one wrote me down.
Still here, frightening. The ghost they left is lightning. While they dance with smoke and hype, I kept my rhythm tight. Now they're whispering my name, but I already changed the game. You praise the chain with fees, but mock the one that frees. We move the same blocks, but I don't sell dreams. Same code, no cloud, same weight, less shout. You bow to the brand I built without.
Dead chain, huh?
Funny.
I'm still dancing.
Dead chain. Dead chain. Dead chain.
Still swinging.
Still swinging. You missed the block, missed the block. Tick tock, tick tock. Dead chains, dead chains, dead chains, dead chains, dead chains, don't need hype when you got uptime. Dead chains, dead chains, dead chains, 12 years, no sleep. Dead chains, dead chains, you just tweet, left for dead, but I got rhythm. No devs, nah, no drama. You chase trends, I make time.
Call me a ghost, but I still move. Call me dead, but you just prove. Call me a ghost, but I still move. Call me dead, but you just prove. Call me a ghost, but I still move. Call me dead, but you just prove. Call me a ghost, but I still move. Call me dead, but you just proved.
You never understood the beat. Block by block, tick by tick, I haunt this chain. You made me sick, but now I'm live, and you're late. Block, 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 block. That chain just go, that chain just go, that chain is dead, 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 that chain is dead, 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 that chain is dead, 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 that chain is dead, 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 dead.
Still alive, still here, still moving. This is the proof of groove.
No flash in the pan, we burn slow. No chart can tell you what we know. Every block, every beat, this is so on repeat. You can't fake this rhythm, can't bottle this light. We don't chase the moment, we move through the night. No need to prove, we got proof of groove. Flicker the chain, glow in the floor. Been through the dark, we're back for more. Not a flash with a fuse, ain't no hype, it's the muse. Can't fake soul, can't mute true. You can't chart this feeling, can't trade this love. We don't follow the trend.
like Litecoin?
Yeah, I tweeted about it in 2017. It's basically Bitcoin,
They called it ghost, said it was toast. Called it slow, a boomer's post. Now it's running, now it's hot. Funny how that memory rots. They said no devs, they said it's dead. But now they tweeting what we said. Screenshots gone, takes a raise. Now they want that silver taste. Gaslight, gatekeep, ghost chain glow. You can fake roots, but they still show. Flip flop fast when the price says go. But we been here, thought you should know. Gaslight, gatekeep, ghost chain burn. First they laugh, now they learn. Ghost chain, still alive. Who's that knocking? We survive. Gaslight, gatekeep, move that goal. Saying OG like they played a role. But we remember every post. Keep the fake love far from close. You dance for views, so fake dreams. Chase the pumps, ignored the beams. Now the truth's too loud to miss, and you're pretending this was bliss. You like what coins? Since when, bro? You said like coins just for show. Now it moves and you repost like you sit in front row close. They get cupped then gaslit. Now the chain goes through their script. You don't hold, you just flip. We don't need you in the clip. Gaslight, gatekeep, ghost chain rise. We stayed low, now touch the skies. You missed out, now switch your stance now. This ain't your second dance. Gaslight, gatekeep, we don't chase. Whole chain built on quiet grace. While you spin your viral bit, we just hold and never quit. Always said Litecoin was underrated. It was obvious. Wait, what's my password again?
They said it couldn't happen. Now they don't know what they're seeing. Every chart I watch said truth. Not opium, just deeper roots. While they chase the trending lies, I held the chain they never tried. Now the shift begins to show, and they all ask how could this grow. They missed the math, ignored the spine. Now they're shocked it's flipping time. Is this real? No way it flips. Wait, is Litecoin back? This can't be it. Flipping everything that's not supposed to win. Flipping everything. This wasn't in the spin. Flipping everything. The chart must be broken, but I knew the moment the silence was golden, 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 golden. They built their castles out of noise, while I stack coins, not shiny toys. They called it dead, they called me late, but missed the chain that mirrors fate. The second Genesis, the code aligned. Same creator, same design. It always lived beneath their nose. Now disbelief is It just didn't beg for spotlight breath. Now price obeys what time delayed, and they can't grasp what's underway. Flipping everything, but not by hype. Flipping everything by function, by right. Flipping everything. The market forgot that truth doesn't care what bags you bought. Flipping everything. They never saw it, but it was always here.
Should've kept the key. You let go too soon. Now go serve your games. Dance under the moon.
You checked the price, then checked again. Too late now, they still hold you down.
You hit sell, thought you were slick. Caught a pump, but missed the kick. While it's still on chain untouched. While you scroll charts, feeling crushed. They haunt you, 20 coins back then. Not worth enough to buy a Benz, but you needed rent, some shoes, a thrill.
And now that wallet's laughing still.
Ghost wallets, floating free. Held the line, unlike you. So fast, felt like the wind. Now you watch their value grin. Should've kept the keys, let it breathe. Now that goes, won't let you leave. Saw that candle, took the bait. Should've known it was just fate. Now it's 5 years on the chain, and that wallet's still the same. You check the TX, still no move. Each unspent coin, a perfect groove. A silent flex, a quiet burn. A lesson you refused to learn.
You hit sell,
They didn't,
you had doubt.
they had rhythm.
You chase now,
They waited.
who looks foolish now?
Ghost wallets,
Still alive.
holding tight while you survive. You let go, they stay calm. Now they're sipping Ghost Dom Perignon. Should've kept the keys, let it ride. Now you hear that haunting pride. They never sold, but you did.
They never sold.
But you did.
They never sold.
But you did.
They never sold.
But you did.
They never
But you did.
They never sold.
But you did.
They never sold.
But you did.
They never sold.
But you did.
You feel that? That's it. The one we've been riding for years. It's moving. Drop, 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 drop.
fly that in.
They sell you style with no roots. We build with rhythm and truth. Their culture's plastic, our callous hands and dusty boots. Not chasing fame, we laying frames. Foundations in the dirt where real ones rise and hollow trends get torn apart and burned. Backed by soul, not hype. Built on truth, not tight. Moving slow, but right. This actually is the future in our sight. Raw, backed by soul, not hype. Built on truth, not tight. Moving slow, but right. This actually is the future in our sight. They call collapse a cycle, but this ain't nature, it's fraud. A system built on empty posts and GM sent by bots. But we don't need applause. We got code, we got cars. We the builders digging deep while they perform for empty gods. Fake don't last, noise fades fast, but soul outlives it.
Alright, I'm back.
We live commitment,
let's change this.
That's the currency we hold. We don't follow charts, we write the scroll.
I want to listen to this again.
Darker than night, brighter than light.
I should make videos for all these. One sec, let me.
Just let me show you me. Give you the side of me in your mind.
Alright guys, Bitcoin's about to break up to 80k here. This should be bullish. It did break out. And this is good because it happened after this CME gap close. So I think we're in a pretty good spot here, and yeah, ETH and Bitcoin are rallying a little bit harder, but this is kind of a perfect setup. I mean, TD9 on the weekly against LTC ETH and LTC BTC, and once we break these recent highs here, I think we can move pretty fast. We just gotta break out against all the shit funds in this market. Dash is moving. I think we can get back to 140 pretty fast. I don't know guys. I think still it seems like Litecoin's been in this infinite fractal where we've just repeated like the same type of price action so many times in a row.
Don't tell me it can't be done. I'm gonna put the whole team on my back, 'cause I have to, 'cause I want to. So hold the fuck on! Don't you let go. I'm gonna put the whole team on my back, 'cause I have to, 'cause I want to. So hold the fuck on! Don't you let go.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's weird that all these coins like Zcash and Dash are starting to move. Not all of them. Litecoin needs one breakout candle. It's done. Let's check out Rickus's analysis. If you haven't seen the interview, it was the last live stream interview I did. We could see Bitcoin follow the S&P 500 here. That has been historically what has happened. Why is this chart so weird? There are a lot of instances where S&P 500 is making new all-time highs and Bitcoin caught up, usually towards the end, right? At the very end of the cycle. I wonder if that... Was it Apple? Yeah, Apple here kind of did the same thing that Bitcoin's doing now. Wish I could move this. Similar price action. Bitcoin made a leg a little bit lower, but pretty similar. We could see this. Overthrow this trend line, come back and retest it. Do I invest in mutual funds? I mean, I started investing in stocks and equities like when I was 12, but I sold all the equities that I had like in early 2017, mainly for Bitcoin. And then it's been basically crypto only since then. I remember in college in 2016, I was just looking at NVIDIA. I didn't have any idea that it would turn into this AI company, so I would deserve it. But around here, less than $1. But I think Litecoin can rally 300x so make the entire NVIDIA rally in like 6 months. Is this song for all of you guys? I'm tired. We're all tired. Does the BTC price on the left change automatically? Yeah. It just cycles through all of them. It should. That's what it's supposed to do, at least.
Defending, I'm tired of waiting, I'm tired. They don't get it, I'm tired. Still going, I'm tired. Still believing, I'm tired. Can't stop now, I'm tired. Boss, I know you're tired, man. Me too. Of the mockery, man. Me too. I know you're tired, man. Me too. But we're still here, man. Me too. You held through 2018. I'm tired too. You held through 2019. I'm tired too. You held through all of it. I'm tired too. Yeah, we're all tired, but we're still here.
We haven't checked.
I'm tired of being early. I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of being right too soon. I'm tired, but I can't quit. I'm tired. Too far in. I'm tired. Almost there. I'm tired. Keep going. I'm tired, boss. I know you're tired, man. Me too. From carrying conviction alone, man. Me too. I know. Oh yeah, you're tired, man. Me too. From being the last one standing, man. Me too. Yeah, I know you're tired. Me too. We're all tired here. Me too. I'm tired, but I'm still here. I'm tired, but I'm not done. I'm tired, man. Me too. I'm tired, but we keep going. I'm tired. We're all tired, but we're still building. I'm tired. Me too.
It's crazy that we have Bitcoin-backed fixed income. It's just Bitcoin-backed Ponzi schemes. It's no different than Do Kwon's thing. Like, Do Kwon did the same thing. This is just institutionalized, so people trust it more. $13. Oh, it's 12 now. $13 of us, real people in here. Only 10 now. I think YouTube live streams in general I kind of wanted to watch this game. We're gonna watch this hockey game for a little bit. Just the highlights. Avalanche from my team. This young defenseman's pretty good.
Remember?
Crazy.
Is Litecoin in the room with us right now? Funny. Is your thesis in the room with us? Is your understanding here? Is your narrative actually present or just borrowed from someone else? Is your digital goal here? Is your government...
My live stream will get demonetized now. No, this is the second round of the playoffs. my live stream will get demonetized if I watch all this stuff, but I don't really care. What do you guys want to watch? Bieber? This is from like years ago, I think. Oh, I could watch myself walking around in New York City. Where is it? You can watch Hudson Yards. Oh, this is when I went to eat. This is me eating. That's what my legs look like. Let's go here. What the heck? Internet? It's so blurry. This is a 1080p file, but my internet, I think, is a little weird right now. Let's watch Trace Mayer. Oh, I wanted to watch Eric Voskuil real quick, then Trace Mayer.
Mechanism diagrams. First principles, it's in the room.
Oh man, this is like the antithesis of my entire existence. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't watch it.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Trace Mayer is actually... There's no digital credit industry, bro. It's not funding anything except recursive leverage and pumping your own bags. Is this Trace Mayer? Oh, okay. Nice. I'm gonna turn my music off real quick. Can you guys hear it? One sec.
Of a book, Would Mao Hold Bitcoin, which addresses sort of
should be able to hear it
how
now.
Bitcoin fits within, China and the various sort of political aspects of that. And then we have longtime Bitcoiner Trace Mayer, who is the CEO at Urim Capital.
To a 397-ton system to become more
alignment against any competing currency. This is where you have freedom of speech.
Kind of to think about.
Yeah, we can definitely see that as we move further into the information age, that the return on investment from violence is changing the calculation that we see, especially with the nation states. And so the United States is retrenching on some of its military aspect, or at least under President Trump, he's being much more targeted in how he actually uses that force. You look at Venezuela, you look at Iran, and he's choke pointing the actual physical assets. And so when we look at where's the productive capacity in the world, and it's where you have freedom of speech, it's where you have rule of law, and so when you move from this post World War II, and it was a foreturning, and we're going through one right now where all the things get rewritten. When you move from that kind of system, I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens, because it looks like the U.S. is trying to position itself so that the U.S. Treasuries, gold, Bitcoin, and then the rest of the world can fight over number 4. And we see how that works in search results. You capture the top 3 search results, you're going to have 75% of the traffic. And so if the dollar is able to be expanded through stable coins and things like that, and then you have gold and Bitcoin also playing offensive and defensive linemen against any competing currency that's coming up, how are any geopolitical competitors going to be able to access capital markets? And especially if it goes to much more of this America first or this more nationalistic versus globalistic policy, then you don't really care what happens in these other places. They can have their oil shut off with the Strait of Hormuz. Who cares? They can have famines. It's not a problem. Not our problem. And so, America has been such an engine and generator of wealth, and part of it's because of their monetary dominance, but also their rule of law dominance. And so if they maintain that, especially relative to the competitors, like who wants to buy Chinese yuan, or Chinese yuan debt, or Russian debt, or Iranian debt? So that's the world I think we're moving into. And I think that the U.S. is relaxing a little bit of their monetary control. Even Marco Rubio has stated that we're going to have a vast majority of currencies in the near future, and that sanctions are going to be much more harder to implement.
I agree with him on this general idea, but I think he's making a conclusion. Like fourth turning, changing the economics of violence. That's what I wrote in my book about cost of staying versus cost of exit. It should decline, but he's kind of saying it's already happening when it's not really. I mean, mainly we're in a casino phase, and there's really hardly any evidence of Bitcoin really challenging nation states. And if it does, it just doesn't scale. So it's, Litecoin should capture the upside.
And so, this decentralization that's happening, it looks like the U.S. is positioning itself to take advantage of it. It might even be driving some of it through policy.
Roberto, I want to go to you on this, because I think even the framing of our panel is kind of that Bitcoin and gold are competing with each other and that we're sort of taking sides. But do you think that that's true? Are they in competition with one another, or are we just...
All monies compete. It's a zero-sum game. Everyone has to use a money. That's why when people say Bitcoin and Litecoin aren't competing, they are directly competing. Every single money is directly competing with every other single money.
Kind of unclear on where this is headed because of sort of the changing nature of geopolitics, like Trace kind of just mentioned.
I think they're actually two different stages of the same endgame. So when you think about, a central bank reserve manager, somebody who is managing institutional money for a large institution that's buying billions of dollars of treasuries or gold, they are stereotypically much older. They're educated in a, Ivy League or elite institution, and they're mostly worried about not losing money. They're not worried about upside and trying to get capital gains and trying to, invest in an expanding monetary network. They're worried about the security of their currency and the stability of their domestic banking system. And so when you look at these moves from these central banks, so China, for example, they peaked at around 1.3 trillion US Treasury holdings in 2013, and ever since then
they are worried about their domestic banking system and the people using their money. So that's why if Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies challenge that monetary role, the whole view from regulators will change overnight if it actually works.
About selling or laying off about $60 billion a year until now, where they have about $670 billion, which is half of what they had just 10, 12 years ago. They're doing this slow, de-dollarization, de-treasurification, again, off the US dollar and into gold, but they're not ready yet for the jump into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is just, for them, right, too volatile, too new, too novel. They don't understand the risks. They don't understand the payment mechanism. But it's a move in the right direction, because they're taking basically investment power, capital power out of the U.S. dollar hegemonic system, right, run by the Federal Reserve and the U.S. Treasury, and putting it into alternative assets that trade not on, the whims of a central bank, meaning the Fed can just, buy a bunch of, do QE and buy a bunch of bonds one day. The Treasury can sell a bunch of bonds. They're doing it into a new hard asset that is scarce and impossible to replicate. And so I think it's emblematic of the shift of the mindset of central bankers and of especially Chinese policymakers towards a...
What did he mean? Impossible to replicate?
A alternative financial system that doesn't rely on the U.S. dollar and U.S. treasuries. And what you said is exactly right. The Chinese yuan is not really an option here. They can't really support an export-based currency with capital controls due to Triffin's dilemma. They can't really, have a large capital account without opening up trade and opening up investment and flows in and out of the country. And so, since China doesn't want to do that and wants to keep, the money in China, from China in China, they're going to have to kind of thread this needle of like, how do we get off the dollar standard, but not totally, nuke our own domestic financial system while doing it. And I think gold is the intermediate answer, but obviously Bitcoin is a much longer term play.
I think another thing, Roger, that I'd like to get your perspective on is, so often when we're talking about China, we're talking about the Chinese government, but what about the Chinese people? What are their attitudes towards these two assets, and do they differ from
That's
the
a good question. I feel like that's a really good question, because most people assume, because the governments have had a monopoly, that it's going to be these governments that decide what's going to happen. So everyone's like looking to the current people in power who are trying to manage massive like central government debt levels. And if the population has an ability to reject it, it's going to be up to the productive population what happens to money.
Yeah, I think this is where gold and Bitcoin are really interesting, because what I've noticed, and this is a little bit more anecdotal, but like what I've noticed is the same people who are selling physical gold to China or Chinese customers also run cryptocurrency plays and other things. So right now, for those who don't know, the trade of cryptocurrencies or their treatment as currency is, let's just say, in a gray area, legal gray area, banned in certain respects. And you have basically what Roberto described was a physical mechanism where Chinese citizens can buy gold, but it's very KYC'd, it's very controlled. There's only certain gold formats, there's only certain pricing, right? And so Chinese people will not just use the Shanghai Gold Exchange.
I mean,
they will also find...
I think if adoption actually happens, then everyone's going to eventually know Litecoin is Bitcoin.
Ways to get physical gold in any number of ways. And this thing to see, are there restrictions on leaving gold? Not necessarily if they're jewelry. I mean, that's been tightened up.
And the question I would ask these people, because they're like arguing, is it going to be gold or Bitcoin? But it's like binary. I feel like it's the wrong question. Everyone assumes there's going to be like another reserve, but that maintaining a reserve requires like monopoly control over the money forever. If you have an actual competitive market,
but that is a way to get around.
Well, like,
is there a way to really
anything
block
like
over-the-counter trade in Bitcoin when you are just a physical, maybe you're like a bank chain in some third-rate city in China, and the person sending to you via an address? Is there a way to stop that? The Chinese Party state has conceded no. This kind of activity will happen regardless of the amount of regulation that happens. I have long advocated that China's bans have actually made Bitcoin stronger. And I think Bitcoin and gold together are kind of part of this narrative. Chinese people, I think it's an important thing to kind of know, gold is not something that's very traditionally necessarily ascribed to wealth in China. It's more jade and copper and bronze and things like that. But as of late, I think gold has been also a cultural import into China from the West. And what people don't realize, I think, is that when you look at Chinese social media, when you look at Xiaohongshu, Douyin, and you look at these places where commerce is happening, a lot of it is brands that are finding their way into China. Lululemon, all the big brands in the West. And ironically, I find gold is like that too, because gold has historically has had some association as a treasure, but is not necessarily directly associated as a store to modify that control.
Let's see what Trace says.
This kind of implied volatility when it comes to our political system, especially during a forward turning like we're in right now, where the winners are writing the new kind of ethos that's going to govern probably for another 80 years. And we're at such an important inflection point. The emergence of superintelligence, potential huge advances in energy and space. You know, and so regardless of what political party it is, I think the U.S. military-industrial complex wants to dominate in all three of those. And the primary way that they dominate in all of those is they handicap their competitors. You know, so you choke off all the energy going into China, for example. You put up gigantic weapons in space, like these rods of God that are made out of tungsten. You know, can't be stopped. You just can obliterate anything you want. It's the ultimate high ground. And so, you know, when it filters down from, you know, that large kind of geostrategic, just raw implementation of military force to what the people then do, well, what's the goal there? And what we've seen over the last 5 years is you want to in order to subjugate a domestic population, you need to interfere with their ability to move, shoot, and communicate. And so, you know, we're already starting to see travel restrictions from the energy crisis from Hormuz with various governments. Communication, we already saw large amounts of censorship previously. The current administration seems to be better in that regard than the past one. But I think, unlike the Chinese population, the U.S. population has much more of a spine when it comes to freedom of speech. And even the Russians are this way. They kind of celebrate the rabble-rouser. They celebrate the contrarian in the United States, even if there were, you know, a different political party that came into power. And then we've got Starlink that's, you know, moving internet traffic globally now out of reach of a lot of these totalitarian states. And then, so you move, shoot, and communicate. Shoot, we still have very strong Second Amendment, and I don't think that that's going to be eroded too much with whichever political party gets put in. If anything, the Trump administration and the Biden administration have only strengthened the resolve behind the Second Amendment for both parties. So, you know, there does seem to be this kind of independent firebrand reactionism that comes out of America that we're not seeing in the other countries during this fourth turning change.
All right, so in the last few minutes that we have left, maybe we can start at the end and work our way back. A lot of what we're trying to address here is sort of what is the geopolitical game that's being played, and then how do we understand what each of the players are doing. And so I thought maybe we could wrap up by each of you kind of giving your perspective on how you think this is going to play out. Not necessarily how you want it to play out, but like how you think it's going to play out.
Yeah, that's a very good question. It's something I've been thinking about for a long time, especially as a macro writer. Currently, and for the last 80 years, the U.S. has been sitting on top of the dollar system as the sole hegemonic superpower in the world. Right? Dollars are used for 80% of global interregional trade, over 50% of SWIFT transactions, 59% of global forex reserves. So it's essentially like the currency to use if you're going to transact on an international stage. And that what China and what others are trying to do, spilling, the water bottle over the...
Okay, we listened to most of it.
All right, guys.
I wanted to see Eric's thing. I wish they would all talk about how Bitcoin is really a tool for individuals to resist the monopoly powers. I think eventually at Bitcoin conferences, as this starts to play out, if it becomes relevant enough, not as a speculative tool, but as a real money, people will start to figure this out. Yeah, Bitcoin's at 80K now. Yeah, I would agree, Chewy. Iran taking Bitcoin. Maybe you will see, like, the only countries that would want to take it are countries that potentially are in fights with the U.S., right? Because the U.S. is like the global monetary monopoly. And if you're against the U.S. and you need a way to transact, Bitcoin makes sense. I mean, countries could also, these second-tier countries, could mine Litecoin, buy Litecoin, transact in it. as well. I think this is a larger, like 1-2-1-2. I mean, very deep retracements. On LTC others. We just we need one breakout move. Fucking send it. Irons is using it as a way around sanctions. I wonder how much of it is marketing and how much is truth, but I mean, it logically makes sense. I don't know why they wouldn't be for. But all right, guys, maybe I should go work a bit on this. Not too many people here. Let's look at Bitcoin's Google search trends. It was at the lowest level in 12 months. I mean, who's going to buy Bitcoin at 200K besides institution, nation state types? And what are they going to do once they buy it all? And push it that high? Watch it drop? I wish I had my old BLX chart. If we get another rally here, yeah, institutions, large money will put in the top. And then realize they don't really have a use for it. Yeah, Bitcoin could rally pretty massively from here because interest was so low and volatility has compressed quite a bit. And stocks are going vertical, so there's a lot of money out there. It is pretty compressed, though. I mean, on Bollinger Bandwidth is literally as low as it was prior to this expansion. It's basically at the bottom we've seen before expansion. Before the 2020 move and like here before 2017. And so maybe we just saw tightening compression this whole time and we're going to break out. It is pretty clean from the top in 2017. Seriously, if we get this would result in all the dominoes falling and my thesis from 3 years ago coming true. I think if we get volatility expansion, like to the upside here, it results in a massive vertical rally that we haven't seen the whole cycle these last 3-4 years, something similar to this. Then fees will explode. Litecoin will pass Bitcoin in users. Maybe take whatever remaining users there are left on BTC. And we'll see this thing play out like XRP of 2017. That'd be fun. And we do it all here from this apartment. There's 10 people here right now. If that happens, it's going to be a party. Yeah, USDT is just an extension of the dollar, so you can just shut it off. That's the thing. People always were like, but we have stable coins now. Why would you need Litecoin? Well, the same reason you need Bitcoin. It's the same thing. But then people are like, but we already have Bitcoin. I'm like, yeah, true. It doesn't scale. Like, no, but we have Bitcoin banks and Lightning. I'm like, good luck setting up a Lightning node, and then 2, good luck using it on a regulated bank when they can just censor it if they want. So it works like this. This is the reason Litecoin has grown. Eventually, this understanding will become mainstream if we move out of, if we get a rally like that in Bitcoin, or if this money actually gets adopted. So, yeah. All the people who left crypto to chase stocks are going to come flooding back here soon, it seems like. Just send it 10%. Let's break this recent high here. Expand out of this fucking all-time low in volatility. And have the most historic pump in human history. This is the silliest market of all time. All right, time for some rage music.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, I should
That's
play
obsessive
Sailor's
behavior.
thing.
I'll grant you that. 60 albums about one cryptocurrency.
And you have to see Bitcoin as
$4,000 suit, wall of corporate logos, Bitcoin 2024, the Rudy selling the CFO, regional insurance, Nebraska, put your entire treasury into asset that says fuck you to your spectrum. A business model, founding document literally says it, and that guy gets standing ovation. Can you believe it? That guy is on CNBC, institutional credibility. Meanwhile, I'm crazy, that's the lack of stability in how we measure sanity. Let me get this straight again. Crazy person made obsession into art, no pretend, published falsifiable framework. Here's what proved me wrong. Same person convinced, risk averse, pension funds lifelong. Number go up forever cause it has to, cause math, cause reasons. That's not conference, that's televangelism seasons. With better Wi-Fi, selling salvation in the venue. Actual difference, one honest, other got the menu of PowerPoint slides and compliance team back, and that's it. That's the only difference. Facts I'm stacking. That's not a conference, that's church with a stage. 60 albums is crazy, 4,000 suited sage. System don't care if you're right, cares if you're certified. Certification costs money, that's where the profits hide. Bitcoin's whole pitch was escape these institutions, exit. Now he's pitching it to exact people, can't index it. On the irony scale, Che Guevara at Raytheon speaking. Revolutionary warfare, loved your Cuba work, we're seeking. Help optimizing drone supply chain, that's the parallel. Nobody asks, cause everyone's getting paid, it's swell. VCs eating, exchanges eating, conference selling seats. $2,000 here, wifey, that's scary, what a feat. Using US dollars for the tickets, perfect loop. Hypocrisy that prints money for the whole group. Meanwhile, I built something you can verify. Full thesis, published framework. Here's how you know if I'm Jesus. A fraud criteria clear, falsifiable and true. He can't do that, whole pitch's number go up through. Forever, that's not thesis, that's religion. No escape when it falls, which it will. Nothing doesn't heal with shape. We'll early zoom out, have fun staying poor. No accountability, just televangelism at the door. I didn't get Morgan Stanley, underwrite my mental breakdown. That's why I'm crazy, he's saying institutional shakedown. That's not a framework, that's a coping mechanism with marketing budget and corporate mysticism. 60 albums documented everything I thought. He convinced Harvard's endowment to YOLO what they got. Yeah. Here's what gets me, it really cuts deep. If Litecoin fails, we have albums, receipts we keep. Full documented collapse of the decade in 4K clear. That's accountability, honest insanity here. This framework can't fail, cause it's permanent hypothetical. Number go up till it don't, and zoom out cyclical. And generational buying opportunity, then actually this good for Bitcoin. Coping mechanism, understood? America don't hate obsession, America loves it. But branding gotta be right, institutional shove it through the door. Salesforce logo behind you, your visionary Bandcamp page, an Unreal Engine, you're scary. Concerning behavior versus leadership, same obsession, different certification, that's the whole confession. System don't care if you're right, cares if you're certified. Certification costs money, lot of it profits high. Behind stages and sponsors and production budgets, they get to be the seers, can't afford that. Internet vet, airing weirdo statics, that's your lane, stay there. Meanwhile, guy on stage built something, can't fail, no care for testing. I built something falsifiable, can build public. He built permanent hypothetical, that's the trick. Magic internet money invented by someone who disappeared. Convinced Harvard to YOLO when he's revered. I made 60 albums, published would prove me wrong. He made PowerPoint slides, told pension funds lifelong. Number go up forever, that's religion, not math. I got Bandcamp page, he got institutional path. I'm obsessed as visionary, same behavior, different back. And I'm the weirdo on the internet, he's the one they're tracking. The CNBC appearances, standing ovation suits. I published failure criteria, he published absolute. Faith the number go up, that's the fifth and clear. I'm crazy cause I'm honest, he's sane cause he's here. With Morgan Stanley Salesforce logos on the wall. I'm crazy cause I built it before they made the call. Weirdo on internet built something falsifiable, tested. Guy on stage built something can't be tested, invest in it. That tells you everything about how serious we should take anything anyone says at conference. What's at stake is not truth.
Alright, Master, we can play your song. Truth. Let me find where it's at.
POW.PR.E.
1 sec.
If you went and searched for these, you wouldn't find half of them. Like, you can't even Google them hardly. How do you buy them and sell them if you can't find them? They're actually institutional products. They were never meant to be bought.
I might have to play it on Spotify because I don't. It's like deep buried in one of my playlists.
Right? They weren't built for the public investor. They were built for an institutional world of trading.
Finally,
Master's getting the last laugh, last laugh.
Can't you see? They thought he was delusional, turns out he went right.
Master's getting the last laugh.
Last laugh tonight.
They're all silent now.
Think about
Master's getting the last laugh.
Trolled so hard for believing in LTC.
Master's getting the last laugh.
Can't you see? They make fun of him daily, hourly.
Hold on one sec. Look how, is this volume correct? Like there's no volume for Bitcoin like anywhere. It's just like Sailor, and it's kind of crazy. There's so much less volume on the biggest exchanges for, you know, Binance and Coinbase, even Bitfinex. Like Litecoin's volume profile on a relative basis doesn't even look as bad as Bitcoin's. So it really has just been large money. I don't know how they're gonna exit. You can't. Yeah, I had to turn off Sailor. Alright guys, get in here. Why we gotta find the people. Where are they at? This is super annoying.
This won't work. Everyone will think you're crazy. You should stop.
It's like the volatility compression of Litecoin against everything else is the highest ever. And the crypto market volatility in general is super low. Hey, what's up, Andre? Yeah, BitConnect was legendary. I feel like, to me, what Sailor's doing looks like BitConnect with better branding. It is like, his product is like no different. It's like Doquan. And like they all just invented different versions of the same thing with different marketing. Can you guys go stream my song so we can put it on repeat so we can try to break out in multiple areas? Like once Spotify gets enough streams, like a lot of people got shown Master's song because Master played it on repeat. And then like my Spotify channel, it had like 20x the listeners for Master's getting the last laugh. Like 100 different people because Master streamed it enough to get into like discovery. All right, I can play it again. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
So hard for believing in LTC. Master's getting the last laugh. Can't you see? They make fun of him daily, hourly, constantly. Master's getting the last laugh. Honestly, he held through all of it with diamond hands. Master's getting the last laugh. Understand the strength it took to believe when mocked. Master's getting the last laugh. Vindication. Master's getting the last laugh. know they would say with confidence.
Masters getting the last laugh.
Providence, show them right, show them wrong. What a flip.
Masters getting the last laugh.
Equipped with conviction that outlasted all the hate.
Masters getting the last laugh.
Checkmate to everyone who doubted what he saw.
Masters getting the last laugh. Whole world was delusional.
Not master.
Masters getting the last laugh.
Faster than anyone expected this to flip.
Masters getting the last.
Masters getting the last laugh. Relationship with
Reality was clearer than that.
Masters getting the last laugh. Who cares
About the trolls, now they disappear.
Masters getting the last laugh. We cheer
On a man who held with ridicule.
Masters getting the last laugh. By vindication sweeter than we thought.
Masters getting the last laugh.
Keep on.
Masters getting the last laugh. And it seems
Masters getting the last laugh.
complete.
Redemption arc. The trolls are eating crow.
Masters getting the last laugh.
Last laugh. We know.
Who was right all along?
Sing a song.
Masters getting the last laugh.
And we're here for it.
You had your chance. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
I held you, love. I waited. You built. I stayed. You sold. I watched. You scroll. You said it's straight. You said I'm wrong. Now you're back, like nothing's gone. You had your chance. You had your shot. You changed your mind. I did not. You had your chance. You made your play. I stayed the course. earned stripes, so we're good, right? Great, let's go. Finally earned hype, so we're good, right? Wait, no, that's tight, let's go. We're all going to succeed, even me. I promise it's true, I mean that's right. Tight, let's go. We're all gonna make it. Tight, let's go. I finally earned stripes, so we're good, right? Great, let's go. I finally earned hype, so we're good, right? Wait, no, that's tight, let's go. I finally earned stripes, so we're good, right? Great, let's go. I finally earned hype, so we're good, right? Wait, no, that's tight, let's go. We're all gonna make it. We're all gonna make it. We're all gonna make it. Hey.
Yo, alright. Maybe we should do a... Let's go full screen in the chart.
I finally earned stripes, so we're good, right? Great, let's go. I finally earned hype, so we're good, right? Wait, no, that's tight, let's go. I finally earned stripes, so we're good, right? Great, let's go. I finally earned
There's nobody left in here. But Bitcoin should rally at least up to this resistance here. I mean, it's like at least 5, 6, I mean, really 10%. Next resistance really at like 84K. Get this capitulation wick on a TD9. Kind of like we did here. Here on the pairs. Same with this. And then rapid move higher. That would be ideal. Huh. 13 of us. What song is this? Oh, Master, you like this one.
They keep talking like it's sudden. Like I ain't mapped the blast radius 5 winters back. Like I ain't write the code, bury it under their arrogance.
Yeah, like we can bottom here against ETH potentially. Let's see. Look at the accumulation distribution chart on LTC ETH.
All these charts look random till you wide in the frame. All these kings look safe till you light up the chain. Pressure never broke me, it baked me. They thought it was quiet, I was calibrated. Every pause, pin in the map, not a room glow white, detonate. Pressure never broke me, it baked me. They thought it was quiet, I was calibrated. Every pause, pin in the map, not a room glow white, detonation. 8 years of still hands, one line of code. You can hear the hum if you ever slow. Whole system built on borrowed hope. I just fed the truth to the circus smoke. They love to worship what they don't use. Talk conviction can't pay dues. I don't
shot, I let proof move. Now the walls echo what I drew. Pressure never broke me, baby. They thought it was quiet, I was calibrated. Every pause, pin in the map.
It's interesting that accumulation distribution indicator AD for LTC never really dropped, even though price went down. I guess it's historically kind of been the case.
You can't rush ignition. You just wait for the etiquette. They thought collapse. I call it long. This is what patience sounds like when it finally talks.
Detonation.
Detonation. They said it was slow, it's the opposite. Said it was dead, it's the opposite. Called it a copy, it's the opposite. Said no one used it, it's the opposite. They said BTC was scale, it's the opposite. Said fees don't matter, it's the opposite. Said store value, but no one trades. Now Litecoin clears what Bitcoin weighs. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite. They call it boring, it's the opposite. Called it forgotten, it's the opposite. You laughed in 2018. Now it's back on every screen. You said hype wins, it's the opposite. Said no one builds, it's the opposite. You follow trends, I follow blocks. You missed the chain that never stopped. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite. They say it's done, it's the opposite. Say it's weak, it's the opposite. Say it's gone, it's the opposite. Look again, it's the opposite.
Isn't that risky to carry babies like this? This isn't real, is it? Alright guys, I guess we need a breakout in Litecoin for any attention, any search interest. Past day, like, doesn't even register anything. Like when it goes up $1, nuclear war. Yeah. That's how it feels. Okay. Guys, thanks for hanging out for a bit. I'm gonna... I don't know what to do. I want to build momentum, but I don't have my final build for this ready. So I kind of need to keep building. So when attention comes, I feel like I already have enough. But I want it to be 100% ready. Yeah, thanks for coming in here. It's hard early. It's hard when we're at yearly lows in interest and like decade lows in interest, but I appreciate you. If nobody showed up, I couldn't do it at all, so thank you. Also, I have one question. I feel like if we can gain network effects here and build a decent sized audience, like even if people just replayed the streams or streamed the Spotify songs, like the Litecoin songs, enough, it could help Litecoin breakout. Like if it started like, you know, getting streamed enough in a few weeks to reach certain Billboard charts. I don't really know how those metrics work, but then people would be forced to talk about it. Not like in a manipulative way, but if people liked it, this project is weird enough that it could force conversations. Yeah, I don't know how the X stream actually works, though. I guess I could do that. I guess I can. But Master, what do you think of that? What if we just... If we got enough people, say like 5,000 concurrent viewers, and pick the most popular track that people like, and put it into a playlist, repeat it, help discovery. Oh, you don't have Spotify? I don't even... Oh, you can create a free account too. I think I just had the free version. Or Apple Music. I think either one, if you have either of those. Or YouTube. I mean, anything helps. I think just keep... What I think is... just having enough people in here and active, it eventually can be kind of self-sustaining. It can help promote Litecoin. Nobody... You gotta like break out of the barrier of the crypto niche somehow. But with enough concurrent viewers, enough streams on songs that can maybe break into awareness, combined with like a price rise, then, you know, it can become a story. And people can, you know, try to understand the project, understand what I was trying to build. That's what I mean. Yeah, on Spotify I have this massive playlist. It only let me pin one, but like if you go to my Spotify page, I just wanted to... I mean, there's like, what, 170 songs on this playlist? I try to organize it by what I thought people would like. There's some monologues. But I have this playlist pinned. I could change it and just put a few songs or pin a different playlist. Like originally I had this Litecoin. Most of these are Litecoin songs. I could pin that one. It's hard. I want to see what the top 4, if we break out of the niche a bit and see what ends up being the top. I just know the top right now is from a niche following, so I just don't. We don't have enough data yet to know what songs people will like. Maybe they'll like the Litecoin one's better. I don't know. But if it can break out and we get enough concurrent viewers, and I get requests, like before I got some requests for a specific song, a bunch, that We're All Gonna Make It song. And this one. So I know these two were popular. So I should include those. Yeah, I feel like I just need more data because it's such a small subset of the population. Like tiny, tiny niche that's listened. So I'll curate it after I... No. Alright, guys. Have a good night. I'll see you all tomorrow.